I'm going to run through the level 106 pillage target and show you how to do it with U1 or U2 arcs, which, by the way, I have no limited weapons on this fleet for pretty close to instant repair, if not zero if you can get lucky. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is come and kill this bombard I'm selecting right here. You want to stop just ahead of it. It doesn't really matter too much on this one. There is a short range weapon, but nothing really too much to worry about because you do outrange it pretty well. Drop off a load and kill that cluster. Then you're going to want to start to kite the man of war right here. Just keep it at maximum range. This guy does hurt because in addition to his built-in weapon, he also does have two drones that he spits out when he dies. You want to be moving away from this ship when it dies. That way you can kill the drones pretty easily. The next thing you're going to want to do is get really close, although don't quite get in range. It is much harder to do than actually say. Get very close to this missile turret, and you're going to just want to barely sneak up on this guy, just barely touch this vulture missile. If you do it right, which is right there, you can chain from that onto the gate, onto the rockets, and onto the Archimedes missile and the vulture missile right there. A lot of things killed, and I'm not even X1 or U3, which has the extra training, and you can grab a lot of different things. Now, I used to hit this target, and the important thing for the Archimedes missile is that it outranges you, so you want to make sure you are chaining onto those guys rather than getting hit by them directly. Everything else you can outrange or shoot down. Once that's dead, I go up the middle of the target. I used to go up on the outside, but I got too close to this mortar or rocket turret right here, and I find it easier just to outrange things from the inside of the target, which actually does work pretty well. Once that's dead, go and kill this top bombard right here. Make sure you are aware of the ship moving on in on the left. That's going to be your next target, and you don't actually want to hit him until just the right time. What you want to do is hit him just after he turns around, and that will allow you, depending on your projectile speed and your chaining and a few other variables like that, to chain off of him, this man of war, onto the Archimedes missile turret. That is pretty important because it allows you to avoid getting hit from that guy, and it allows you to avoid taking damage. If you do this right, you should take 0 seconds damage. At this point in the target, I haven't messed up, but you can still get through anyway. Even if you do get hit by a few things, I'm not going to re-record the video just to give you a 0 seconds damage, just trying to show you the technique and the path and a realistic run. Anyway, just after this guy turns around, right now you're going to want to get up towards him, shoot at him, drop off a volley or two. I may have been slightly too late there. Looks like I was only... Oh, I got it. I was going to say, looks like only the faster projectile speed from the flagship actually made it onto these two turrets, but everything did. So that guy's dead. I chained onto him, and the man of war barely has a centimeter of health left. Just kill that guy. Excellent. Run away, and he is down. Let's come back to the mortar turret right here, and be aware there is a mongoose right next to it that is going to have pretty high range and is going to hurt. Moving a little bit more closely in here, killing the mortar turret, chaining onto the mongoose rocket turret, and the rest of the target is relatively easy with one pretty big trick. Now, the issue with the rest of the target is there is one more Archimedes missile, and there's no moving ships or gates you can chain from far away. What you need to do for this is come at it directly diagonal right here, and first get the bombard out of the way. Remember, it does have a missile turret on it too, which is relatively short range, but again, you can still be hit if you encroach too closely. What you're going to do is use the ability of a triangle, rather, to have a longer hypotenuse than its side to chain off of this front turret onto that guy. Looks like I didn't quite get that. I was a little bit too hasty with that and took a volley, although based on my evade I have in the target and the countermeasures I have on there, I didn't actually take damage. But you can outrange that guy, and I've done it in other pillages, so you just have to take my word for it on that. Once that is dead, go ahead and press the S button, go around, clean up everything else. If you followed this right precisely, it should have just been that one turret. Let's go ahead and take a look at the damage, the battle report, and the build. Everything incoming was penetrative because I didn't get hit by any explosive, and I evaded or shot down 100% of those, resulting in a 0 second target damage, and I'm halfway to the flagship, which is pretty nice. There's the build. It's also linked in the YouTube description. If you enjoy these videos, you can press the join button to get your name appearing on the end screen here. I'd like to say thank you to all these channel members for supporting the channel, and until next time, and as always, this is Derpy signing out, helping you be a better pirate.